Mohammed, Honorable Awaji Abiante Nombek Dagomi was also awarded, Honorable Female Parliamentarians, Association ECOFEPA, met to elect a new executive bureau that will replace the outgoing headed by Honorable Wore Sarr of Senegal. Honorable Fama Njai of the Gambia was unanimously elected as the Secretary General of the Association. Honorable Veronica Kadisise, President. The membership was also increased from 5 to 14. This increase was motivated by the current realities faced by association. The session was closed by and adjourned by ECOWAS anthem. I want to take this opportunity to thank profoundly Aissatou Gassama for service to the delegation during our stay there. I would say thank you so much. Obrigado. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you very much, the member for Kantora and majority leader and head of the delegation. Any seconder? Member for Opofolodu?
Thank you so very much, Honorable Speaker. Rise to second the motion, and also I would also like to take part in the debate. Well, first of all, I think I have to thank the members of Parliament who have gone to Nigeria to represent the Gambia. I think going through this report is a clear testimony, or it will show you that as a National Assembly member of the Gambia or as parliamentarians, I think we did the right thing to select these people, those who have gone to represent us in Nigeria in the just concluded second ordinary session of the ECOWAS Parliament. I think they have done a good job going through the reports, and then this report would also serve as a springboard for all other ECOWAS countries so that we can learn from each other, because no country can be an island. Because if you go through reports, you will come to see that there are a lot of countries who have participated in this session. So we can learn from each other as African countries. What is good in the Gambia, Guineans, they can replicate the good things that is practiced in the Gambia. Gambia can also, replicate the good thing that is practiced in Ivory Coast. So we have to learn from each other. So the report is very, very good, and then I am very, very impressed with the report. And then other countries, the report that they have submitted during the session, I think we as a country, we should also try to learn where we feel there is necessary for adjustment, because we all know there is no country that is perfect, but we have to learn from each other. So I think, I don't want to say much, but I'm very, 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 very emotional, and I'm very, very, very happy with the representation, because Gambia is the smallest country in Africa. But I can tell you, we have the big brains, we have the good brains as far as representation is concerned. I am very, very touched. If you go through this report, you'll come to realize that our people who have represented us, they have represented us to the best of their abilities. And then we have to salute them. And then before I take my seat, I have to thank Honorable Fatoumata Njai for winning an award that is Advocacy on Women and Gender Empowerment in this country. I think when she won that award, when she was in Abuja, we all celebrated it as a country, because she was not there for herself, she was there for Gambia. So we definitely have that hope and confidence in you, the good work that you are doing, and your team, you keep up doing the good work, because if you do good, good will follow. And then if you do good, it's going to be good for our country. So the head of the delegation, Honorable Bilaji Tunkara, Honorable Alaji S. Dabo, Honorable Samba Jallo, Honorable Fatoumata Njai, and then Honorable Keba K. Baro, and then the lady from the Hansard department. We thank each and every one of you on behalf of the Gambia and on behalf of the Gambian Parliament, because there is a lot of risk involved. because even leaving Gambia to Abuja, boarding a flight, going, coming is risky. So, and then you represented us, and this is what we want. When you go out, you work as a team, and this is what is expected of every Gambian. If you are a parliamentarian, you are out there to represent the Gambia. So I thank you so much. Without much ado, this is what I have. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member. It has been moved and seconded that this Honorable Assembly do consider the report of the Gambian delegation to the second ordinary session of the ECOWAS Parliament from the 21st of November to 15th December 2023. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Any honorable member who wishes to take part in the debate may do so now by show of tag. We'll now begin the debate with the member for Kiang West.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Members of Parliament, our senior honorable members who constituted the delegation. We thank you for taking time to draft us this report, and thank you very much for ably representing our country, our parliament. When you speak to Nigeria at ECOWAS Parliament, you speak on behalf of every Gambian. The executive, the legislature, the judiciary, the poor farmers, the carpenters, the market vendors, everyone else. When you speak at ECOWAS Parliament, you speak on behalf of everyone else. So what you say at ECOWAS Parliament matters to us very well. And we are very much interested to know what you say there and how is the situation like. Because when we go to international platforms, at international stages, when we discuss matters that we make sure we are very civic in our utterances. But it's quite important to give very details of matters that you try to address in the report. If there are issues that are not indicated in the report, we might not have issues with that. But any issue that has been dealt with in the report, you've delved into, has to be deeply delved into, so that the parliament, the ECOWAS Parliament I'm talking about, can find better resolutions, better solutions to those problems, and advise you very well, so that when you come back home, we can be able to discuss those matters and try to see how best we address them. Having said that, Honorable Speaker, I want to start a discussion with the remarks made by, the address made by His Excellency Dr. Umar A. Toure, the President of the ECOWAS Commission. If you move to paragraph 4 of his deliberation, page 6, paragraph 4, it reads, Dr. Toure further revealed that resurgence of coup d'etats has challenged ECOWAS and has faced it to reflect on what is not working in its process of consolidating democracy. The title of this year's second seminar's challenges of unconstitutional regime change and presidential term limits in West Africa, the role of ECOWAS Parliament. This is one of the important statements this report entails, Honorable Speaker. And the Gambia is not an exception of this statement. On constitutional changes regime, We have heard of attempts of such in their country, which is unacceptable. And we have stood in this parliament and addressed that is unacceptable. That the officers who were part of the move must be investigated and put to book. It was said in this very parliament. And we against it strongly. And we stand by our position as far as that is concerned. The Parliament of the Gambia is very much committed to that. And we want to assure ECOWAS Parliament that the Parliament of the Gambia will continue to stand against that malpractice. It does not bring any peace in any country. And we cannot invite that in our country. Honorable Speaker, in the same paragraph, he has spoken about presidential term limit. This is another important issue that we must address and we must talk about if we want peace in our country. Our presidents must respect the will of the people, but not just only respecting the will of the people. We have to ensure term limits in our constitutions. Our leaders must be content. Our leaders must observe that. Once we observe that, most of the political crises, we will be able to avert them. We cry so much here to say, someone has ruled us for 30 years. Another person has also ruled us for 22 years. And we have another president who is ruling us to 10 years. Are we going to definitely say what the chairman of the ECOWAS Commission has addressed? Are we going to adhere to it as a country? It's a question now. This is not politics. This is not any other thing. These are regional matters. These are matters that happens in all the countries or most of the countries in Africa. And we cannot just deal with it at the periphery, haphazardly. We have to discuss as a country. That is the fundamental primary question now. Are the current leadership of the Gambia going to respect this statement of the chairman of the ECOWAS Commission? Is a fundamental primary question we are asking. But we are appealing and employing to the president of the adhere to this advice. It is not a force for the president to resign and say, I'm not going to contest for elections for further time, another further time, another further time. Because we know we have a constitution that awaits us. We don't know when it comes to this country. And the threshold to pass that constitution is very high, we all know. No single side of the parliament can pass a constitution. Even a single amendment, even a dot or a comma you want to change in this constitution, you need more than 40 members of this parliament. No, the majority, neither the minority side can change a dot in that constitution alone, which means we have a great task. But it's the president who should help us. And we are employing to the head of the state to definitely, it's his constitutional right to contest for another further time, until another further time, if we have this constitution that remains with us, that is the 1997 constitution. But for the maintenance of peace and security and for better and smooth political atmosphere, it's better for president to limit himself to 10 years and give a baton to other people to continue, either within your party or other people, so that this helps a country to regulate ourselves in terms of politics and maintenance of democracy.
Honorable member, please. Please take a seat. I only have issues with you said for the men. You've repeated it for the second time, because first time you said if you want peace, he must not contest, and now you are saying for peace and this thing. I think we refrain from any statement that might be either on parliamentary or might be kind of calling for violence. You have made it already. You said it's constitutional right, but you let him listen or heed to the advice. That is very good, but don't say if we want peace. Thank you. Continue.
Honorable members of Parliament, we are the representatives of the people, and we are the mouthpiece of our people, and they have a lot of hope in us. When we come here during our deliberations, there might be issues cited which might not be in the interest of the country or in the interest of the electorate. But that is not in line with our core mandate. And my moral values and my principles in this parliament is to ensure that I abide by those principles. I better represent civically as representation demands, as my mandate and legislation, and as an oversight. So that's what I'm going to do. Honorable members of Parliament, let's advise ourselves, we discourse as members of Parliament. These are important matters that we should discuss. They should not only be discussed at that Parliament, and it is just been put there. Fund is being spent to organize those events. They are expensive events to gather all the legislative bodies of the West African states to sit down and discuss matters. That is a very powerful gathering. Our West Africa will never organize a gathering that is as powerful as that gathering. So issues discussed at that gathering, the resolutions should be adhered to. When they give you resolution, it's to come here and discuss those resolutions and see how best we domesticate them. But it's not just to come and report to us. And I think the head of the delegation will definitely advise what is applicable and what can we definitely do as a country.
Can I correct you, please?
Yes, point of order.
There is no resolution given.
Can you cite an order, please?
I'm not
Are you,
Please,
if you are not raising an order,
Please, honorable members, majority leader.
if you are not rising on an order, I'm not letting you observe me.
Please, member for Kiang West, member for Kantora, please take your seats.
But I'm on my toes and
Please,
deliberation.
please
Someone wants to observe me.
Please take your seat.
I said, no, why are you letting me sit down?
Please take your seat.
Honorable Speaker, that's not correct.
Yeah, please take your seat.
Yes, I'm sitting up, but that's not correct because he is observing me.
Order, please. Please, order. The member for Kantora, I first heard you say point of order. Are you raising on a point of order? Member for hold on.
Point, yes.
Please, majority leader, please. Member for Kiang West, please maintain decorum. First, I heard him say point of order. That was the reason why I allowed him. And now, please, don't please. No. Please, don't maintain decorum.
I'm not accepting it from him. He is right.
Honorable member for Kiang West, the member for Kantora and majority leader first said point of order. And that was the reason why I came in and I said, please, both of you sit down. In the interim, if you said observation or whatever, it's my responsibility to ensure that there is decorum and order in this assembly. And I asked him, I said, majority leader and member for Kantora, are you rising on a point of order? And he said yes. If he said anything otherwise, it's your discretion to grant him, not me. And that when we are contributing, you highlight a lot of issues here. We must maintain decorum and abide by and act in accordance with the standing orders of this assembly. Majority leader and member for Kantora, are you raising on a point of order? Can I hear your point of order, please?
I'm rising on 2 points of order. Point of order 29, 1, and 5. 29, 1. Every member shall restrict your motion we are not discussing any resolution on the report. There is not a resolution on the report. And secondly, also, no members have also input a proper motive to any member. Don't say that if they give you resolution, you have to report back. You cannot insinuate that. You cannot input that motive on us. Once we have resolution, we report. So you cannot tell us that when they give resolution, you must report with text given to you. Thank you.
Thank you, honorable member, or the sustained member for Kiang West. There are no resolutions. And then please, members, when we are contributing, let's avoid imputing improper motive on members. Please proceed.
The public and informed citizens will judge, and they're hearing me speaking. I will go straight to the report of the Republic of the Gambia, Gambian Parliamentary Delegation. Report, this is in page 17, paragraph 3. The report indicated the Gambia is relatively calm and peaceful, given that the security sector has registered major successes, such as security sector reforms, training of security personnel geared towards guaranteeing the protection and promotion of human rights, to non-recurrence, I repeat, to ensure non-recurrence of the violations of fundamental human rights experienced in the last 2 decades. This was stressed, and I underlined. We have seen these issues happening in our country today. And to ensure the non-recurrence of this, the executive or the security sector must be present here sometimes, I said. To ensure security, we have seen one citizen been detained beyond constitutional limit, Mr. Bora Sisa, beyond constitutional limit. After going beyond that, the person has been taken and thrown in a dirty water. He's the 7th generation of that boy will find that video. That is the most disgraceful thing any daughter or any son would find for your father. Detained beyond constitutional limit, and after that one, who should protect you, and they throw you, even taking